This is Lieutenant Sword from MyColorScreen.com, and this is my Call Me Clean UI video tutorial. Please excuse the colors that you see on the screen. Unfortunately, I have a experimental operating system that's not cooperating with my video playback, but this tutorial should still give you the idea. For the purposes of time, it should be assumed that you already have downloaded the wallpaper and the UCCW files that I've provided in the links in the commentary. So without any further ado, we'll get started. As you can see, we have a completely blank screen, no icons with the exception of the Apex icon to bring up our application drawer. What we're going to do first is we're going to change our wallpaper, and for you with the Nexus 4 or any of the others, I will be providing a wallpaper that's a 1280 by 1280 format for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our wallpaper here. I have mine saved in my gallery under here, and all you're going to do is set your wallpaper in full frame and hit OK. That's going to bring you here. Now, I'm going to drag my application drawer up to this top corner, and we're going to create that as a hidden icon. We'll do that later. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to set up our music player. So what we'll do is we'll long press over the area where the music player is, select widgets, and we're going to go down to our Widgetsoid widget. We're going to choose a 3.1 switcher. We're going to add new toggles to this, and we are going to add the following. We're going to add a previous, a play pause, and a next. Those are our music controls. Check OK. Going to go to our theme setting and take off our rounded corners and our separation. We're going to hide the icons. Our background, we're going to make none. Our alpha transparency level, we're going to make 0. And our indicator type, we're going to make none. That'll completely hide the icon and the widget. And we're going to hit apply, and as you can see, nothing on the screen except when we long press in this area, we get the option to resize, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to resize for this entire box right here, and I may need to just drag it down, make sure we're in the right place, and we are. As you can see, we're covering the whole box now, and we can test this by hitting a button. We're getting our music, and we can stop that. Now, we're going to set up our simple calendar. So we're going to go again to widgets. I'm going to pull up our simple calendar widget. We're going to do a simple calendar medium. I'm going to resize it for the window. Now, as far as the background and the color and all of that, all we need to do is go into our application drawer, go to our simple calendar settings here. As you can see, now owned by MyColorScreen. Go to settings, go to our appearance, and we're going to do our tweaks from here. We can set our background color, set your alpha all the way to 0, and hit OK. That'll get rid of your background. Now, you can check it here at this point. Check OK. Go back and take a look. Problem with the text? No problem. We can go back in, go back to our settings, to our appearance, correction, go to our calendars, correction again. No, don't want that. Here we go, font options. All you have to do is change your color to a darker color. And just change each of these to a darker color. Check that, and there we have it. So now we have our calendar set. Next we'll move on to the weather. Weather's very simple. We're going to long press in this area, select our widgets. We're going to be choosing our eye and sky weather and the forecast. I already have it formatted for the particular color and the climate icons that I prefer. You're certainly available to do what you like with regard to that. Hit OK, and we're going to resize for this particular area, and there, that's done. Next thing we're going to do is going to be a little bit more complicated, but still very, very easy. What we'll do at this point is we're going to create our pop-ups for our social networking. Now, I prefer to use the APW launchers for this. I'm sorry, the APW widgets for this, and the pop-up launcher. You're certainly available to do whatever it is that you prefer. But this is how I did it. I'm going to go to my pop-up widget, which I've already created my APW Facebook and APW Twitter 4x3 shortcuts, which I'm just going to take those. I'm going to place them just like so on the desktop. Now you can see there they are. I'm going to move my Twitter over my Twitter button, move my Facebook over my Facebook button, just like so. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to hide these buttons. We're going to do it just like this. We're going to long press, and we're going to select Edit. We're going to take our text down here. We're going to remove all of our text, hit our button, select Picture from the gallery, and we're going to be selecting our transparent icon. Just like so. Hit OK. Icon's gone. Do the same thing for our Twitter. Edit. Remove your text. Select your picture from the gallery. Transparent icon. And OK. Now, as you can see, both icons are gone. We're going to close our pop-up widget. And if you notice, when we press now on our Facebook, we get a pop-up right in the middle of the screen of all of our Facebook things. Press off and it'll remove. Same thing for our Twitter. So that's that. Next, we're going to do our UCCW skins. Very easy. They're already pre-made. The measurements are already included in the file names. So what we'll do is we'll long press in the area that we want, select widgets, and we'll be dropping down to UCCW. 2x1 is how I have these. I already have these created, so if you don't know how to open a UZIP, I'm sure there are tutorials that you can find for that. In this upper left corner, we're going to add our clean clock 2x1. So I'm going to select that one, hit my button here, and we're going to just do a little bit of resizing here. And that looks about right. So we have that set. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to long press. Back to widgets again. UCCW. This is again a 2x1. We select our clean counter, 2x1. Select, and this is going to be our calls and messages counter, just like so. Next, we're going to long press down in this area. Now, before we do this, there are two different ways that you can do this. Put your icons out first and rearrange your UCCW text, or the other way around. I prefer to set the text first. Go back to widgets. UCCW. And this one is a 1x4. It is the clean button text 1x4. Right here. And we're going to resize this. Just like this. Okay, so now what we have here is a very simple layout for where to place our standard icons. So we come in here, we grab our phone, and I've already resized these icons in my settings. I encourage you to do the same thing. And it looks like we're going to have to do a little resizing here. Okay. Messages are next. Go to our messaging. Email, which I use the Gmail. Drop it here. And internet. You can use whatever internet you want to use. I like to use the Dolphin browser. Very versatile. And it's a decent looking icon. So then we come back in here. We resize this here. And now, very important, what you're going to want to do with this UCCW here is you're going to want to long press it and send it to the back. You don't want that thing up front, otherwise you won't be able to press your icons. So now that we have our entire layout, what we're going to want to do is we're just going to go into any of our UCCWs, and I've already set the hotspots. If you don't know how to do that and you haven't done it yet, just press in your settings, hotspot mode, and make sure hotspot mode is on. That way, when you touch your UCCW areas, you're not getting those constant pop-ups. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to hide the app drawer icon. And we're going to do it just the same way as we did with those pop-ups. Edit, remove the text, select picture from our gallery of our transparent icon, and voila. Now all you have to do is touch in that area and you'll get your pop-up drawer and everything that goes with it. This is the finished screen. Everything on it just as we've seen in the pictures and the descriptions. Any questions with this tutorial or with regard to how to do any of these items that we've gone through, please leave a comment and I will get back to you very promptly. Again, all of these elements are available. The PSD for this feature is available by request only. Please leave me your email address in the comments, and I will very gladly send you a link to the PSD file. Again, this is Lieutenant Sword from MyColorScreen.com, and thank you for watching this tutorial. Have a great day.